How much should you walk every day to lose weight? Is it 10,000 steps, 30 minutes, 1 hour? Or do you need to walk across 3 countries, sleep in a tent, and return as a completely different person? No, please do not cancel your life and announce to your family that you now live on the sidewalk. So today we are not talking about extreme workouts. We are talking about the one thing almost everyone can do, walking. But not random walking. The kind of walking that helps you burn more calories, build consistency, and lose weight without feeling like your body filed a complaint. A lot of people think weight loss means you have to suffer. You have to run. You have to sweat like you are being chased. You have to buy expensive workout clothes. You have to do exercises with names that sound like Wi-Fi passwords. But for many people, especially beginners, walking is a much better place to start. Why? Because walking is easy to recover from. If you go jogging for the first time after years of not exercising, your knees may write a formal complaint. Your lungs may ask what exactly is happening. And the next day, you may walk down the stairs like a retired pirate. Walking is different. It is gentle enough to do often. It helps you burn calories. It improves your daily movement. And it can help you become more consistent without making your body feel attacked. And consistency is where weight loss starts to become realistic. Because one hard workout does not change much. But walking again and again and again, that adds up. Let's start with the basic idea. To lose weight, your body needs to use more energy than it gets from food over time. Walking helps because it increases the energy you use, not in a dramatic movie trailer way, more in a quiet accountant way. A walk here, a walk there, a few more steps after lunch, a walk instead of sitting for another 30 minutes. And suddenly your day uses more energy than before. That is the beauty of walking. It does not feel extreme, but it changes your daily total. And this is important because many people try to lose weight by focusing only on workouts. They go to the gym for 1 hour and then sit for the other 15 hours of the day. That is like cleaning one window and calling the whole house finished. Exercise is great, but your daily movement matters too. Walking gives you a way to increase movement without needing a complicated plan. You do not have to become a runner. You do not have to love sports. You do not have to understand what a metabolic finisher is. Honestly, that sounds like a robot from a science fiction movie. You just need to move more than you do now. So now the big question. How much should you walk every day to lose weight? Here's the simple answer. Start with what you already do, then add a little more. That may sound too simple, but it is the smartest way to start. Because if you barely walk now and suddenly try to hit a huge step goal every day, you may do it for 2 days, feel proud, feel sore, feel annoyed, and then stop. That is not a plan. That is a short motivational episode. So first, track your normal steps for a few days. Do not change anything yet. Just see where you are. That number is your starting point. Then add about 500 to 1,000 steps per day. Not forever, just until it feels normal. Then you can add a little more. If you prefer time instead of steps, aim for around 30 minutes of brisk walking most days. Brisk means you can talk, but you probably would not want to sing. If you can sing comfortably, walk a little faster. If you can only say 3 words before questioning your life choices, slow down. The middle is what we want. Comfortable, but active. Now let's talk about walking instead of jogging. Jogging is not bad. Running is not the villain of this story. We do not need to put running in a tiny courtroom and accuse it of ruining our knees. For some people, jogging is great. But for beginners, walking often works better because it is easier to repeat. And repetition matters more than intensity at the beginning. If jogging makes you exhausted, sore, or frustrated, you may not do it again. But if walking feels doable, you can repeat it tomorrow, and the day after, and next week. That is the real advantage. Walking also has a lower impact on your joints. That means it can be easier for people who are heavier, older, returning after a long break, or simply not excited about bouncing down the street like a nervous kangaroo. And walking is flexible. You can walk before breakfast. You can walk after meals. You can walk with your kids. You can walk during a phone call. You can walk to the store. You can walk in the park. You can walk on a treadmill while watching a show and pretending you are being productive. And you are. That is the point. Walking fits into normal life. Now let's make this practical. Here are 5 simple rules for walking correctly if your goal is weight loss. Rule number 1. Walk often, not randomly. One long walk on Sunday is nice, but your body changes from what you repeat, not from what you do once and then tell everyone about. So do not start with a heroic goal. Start with a goal you can actually keep. 10 minutes after lunch, a short walk after dinner, 3 days this week, small enough to do, clear enough to remember, and once it feels normal, you build from there. Because weight loss does not need one dramatic Monday. It needs many normal days that slowly start to look different. Rule number 2, use the talk test. You do not need a fancy watch to know if your pace is right. Use your breathing. You should be able to talk in full sentences. But singing should feel like a bad idea. That is the zone. Not a lazy window shopping walk, not a mountain rescue mission. just steady effort. Your body should notice the walk but not hate you for it. That is the pace that helps you burn more energy and build fitness over time. Rule number 3, start with time, then add speed. Do not try to become fast on day 1. First, become consistent. Can you walk 10 minutes? Good. Then 15, then 20, then 30. Build the length first. Speed comes later, because if you push too hard too soon, your body may get dramatic. Tight calves, heavy legs, a knee with a personal opinion. So start gently. You are not trying to punish yourself. You are trying to become a person who moves daily. And that is much more powerful than one intense workout. Rule number 4, add small walking windows. You do not need one perfect 30-minute walk. You can collect movement during the day, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes after lunch, 10 minutes after dinner. Done. For many people, that is much easier than waiting for the perfect free hour that never comes. And a short walk after meals is especially useful, because that is the moment when most of us sit down and slowly merge with the sofa. The sofa says, "You worked hard, stay here, bring snacks." Very kind, very suspicious. So try 5 to 10 minutes after a meal. No power walk, no dramatic face. Just move. Small walks count, and small walks repeated can change your whole day. Rule number 5, make it harder only when it feels easy. Do not upgrade everything at once. This is not a fitness shopping cart. You do not need speed, hills, intervals, a backpack, a smartwatch, and a sunrise routine. Choose one thing. Walk a little longer, walk a little faster, add a small hill, or try short intervals. For example, walk normally, then walk faster for 1 minute, then slow down again. That is enough. No screaming, no military energy, no stopwatch panic, just a small challenge. And when that feels normal, you can build again because progress should stretch you a little, not scare you away. Now let's talk about 10,000 steps. You hear this number everywhere, 10,000 steps per day. But you do not have to start there. For many people, 10,000 steps is a great long-term goal. But for beginners, it can feel too far away. And when a goal feels too far away, people often quit before they even build the habit. So instead of asking, can I walk 10,000 steps tomorrow? Ask, can I walk 1,000 steps more than I usually do? That is better. If you currently walk 3,000 steps, walking 4,000 is progress. Progress is the goal, not perfection. Because weight loss is not about doing one huge thing perfectly. It is about doing enough helpful things consistently. Now let's quickly cover a few mistakes. Mistake number 1, walking too slowly and expecting too much. Slow walking is still better than sitting. But for weight loss, some of your walks should feel active. Use the talk test. Mistake number 2, starting too hard. If you go from almost nothing to 1 hour every day, your motivation may be ready, but your feet may file a complaint. Start where you are, then build. Mistake number 3, only counting real workouts. Walking to the store counts? Taking the stairs counts? A short walk after dinner counts. Your body does not care if the walk had a title, it just knows you moved. Mistake number 4, bad posture. Keep your chest open, shoulders relaxed, eyes forward. Do not fold over your phone like a sad shrimp. Your neck deserves better. Mistake number 5, making it boring. If you hate your route, change it. Music, audiobook, park, friend, new street. Make walking something you can repeat. Because consistency is much easier when you do not hate the habit. So what should you actually do this week? Here is a simple beginner plan. Day 1 to 3. Track your normal steps. Do not judge the number, just collect information. Then choose one small goal. If your average is 4,000 steps, aim for 4,500 or 5,000. If you prefer time, start with 10 to 20 minutes of walking. Do that 3 to 5 times per week. After 1 or 2 weeks, increase slowly. Add 5 minutes, or add 500 to 1,000 steps, or add one short faster interval. That is enough. You do not need to rebuild your entire life in one weekend. This is how most people make weight loss too hard. They try to change everything at once. New diet, new workout, new morning routine, new water bottle, new personality. Suddenly they are meal prepping quinoa at midnight and wondering why life feels stressful. Do not do that. Start with walking, make it normal, then build. One important thing, walking helps with weight loss, but it does not erase everything else. If you walk for 30 minutes and then add a big snack every night, the snack may win. That does not mean walking failed. It means food still matters. So keep the basics simple. Move more. Eat enough protein. Choose filling foods. Drink fewer calories. Stay consistent. Walking is one piece of the puzzle, a very useful piece, but it works best when your food habits also move in the right direction. You do not need a perfect diet. You need a better pattern, and walking can help you build that pattern. Because when you walk regularly, you feel more in control. You start to prove to yourself, I can actually do this, and that feeling matters. So, how much should you walk every day to lose weight? Start where you are. Add a little more. Aim for regular brisk walks, not perfect numbers. Use the talk test. Talk is okay. Singing means too slow. Gasping means too fast. And remember, walking does not have to look impressive to work. You do not need to collapse on the floor for it to count. You just need a habit you can repeat. Because repeated steps become repeated progress, and repeated progress is how weight loss actually happens. If you are starting with walking, write in the comments, "I'll start with 10 minutes." Not because 10 minutes changes everything, but because starting changes everything. And 10 minutes is a real beginning, because walking helps. And if you have not watched the first video yet, watch that next. It shows you 3 simple beginner tips that make weight loss much easier. And if nobody told you today, you can do it. And I'll help you, one simple step at a time.